Burma has officially named the former military general and Prime Minister Thein Sein as the country's new president. On Wednesday morning, Burma's junta was dissolved and power was nominally handed over from the military for the first time in almost 5 decades. But what do we know about the man who will now rule Burma? As a former senior-ranking general, Thein Sein's obvious ties to the army have raised concerns. Rising quietly through the ranks over his 50-year career, his success is attributed to trustworthiness and dedication to the junta. With a reputation for absolute loyalty to Army Chief Than Shwe, some have suggested he was chosen for the role in order to ensure the former dictator keeps pulling the strings. With a softer and less intimidating appearance than his military superiors, Thein Sein was the political face of the regime, appearing often on state television. Numerous programs showed him visiting hospitals, talking to the people, and giving and receiving gifts, while the leader Than Shwe rarely appeared or spoke in public. He became the voice of the regime after the devastation of Cyclone Nargis, which killed almost 140,000 people in May 2008. A local of the region, he visited many disaster areas in the Irrawaddy Delta, but was noted for his unsympathetic speeches, telling victims that this was fate and they must get on with their future. This, along with the military's reluctance to accept foreign aid after the disaster, caused outrage amongst the international community. Thein Sein and his wife's names appear on EU sanctions lists, along with other key members of the junta and its cronies. But despite this, Thein Sein is still noted for keeping his hands clean of controversial alliances and is often praised for his intelligence.
I believe Thein Sein is one of the most intelligent, interesting men in the Burmese military system. People like the UN envoy for human rights, Paulo Pinheiro, said that he is exceptionally intelligent. He's prepared in private to debate issues about the Constitution, about ethnic rights. But the problem is he's always been someone who has accepted orders from his superiors. He is someone who has not rocked the boat. He's someone who is literally scared. He runs away from journalists like myself who try to interview him at summits. He is not a courageous man.
A crucial force behind Burma's roadmap for democracy, Thein Sein was involved in drafting the current constitution that seems designed to keep the military in power behind a civilian facade, reserving a quarter of parliamentary seats for the army. Just as involved in the elections themselves, last year Thein Sein retired from the military and formed the junta-backed Union Solidarity and Development Party, or USDP, which boasted several other former generals as candidates. The winning party in the elections, they now dominate the country's parliament. So as the new so-called civilian government forms in Burma, led by an experienced, intelligent politician, doubts are still high. With such strong alliances to the military leadership, can Burma really expect any change from their new government?
Democracy